It's going to be the final moments with the R35, and it's not for the reason that everybody thinks. I actually love this car a lot. It's my favorite car I've ever owned so far, and the reason I'm letting it go is because realistically, I do not make the kind of money that it would take to modify this car the way that I would want it to be modified, or to repair things if something crucial were to fail on me or something. I just don't have the money to take care of it. But the new car is on its way. I've got a decent amount of stuff added on top. Gonna be a different experience here. I'll update everything once everything is like all settled and the car is going and stuff. I'm definitely gonna miss this car. Later on in life, if I do make some more money, then I will definitely be getting another one, because this is my favorite car I've ever owned. I just can't afford to maintain it if a gearbox or an engine fails on me. I don't have the money at all. Like, it's not even in the same realm like this or the Evo. Oh yeah, you're good now. So now that it's been about a week since I've done this trade, I feel a lot better about it. I had to, get myself off of the hype of the R35, and now we've got this Pandem R32 GTR. So essentially, just traded my GTR for another GTR. This is actually the DCG 21, the 8080 giveaway car. Back in, I think it was like 2019 or something. So yeah, this was in fact a giveaway car, and I now have it. This car has literally tons of carbon fiber all over the place. Precision 6466. It's got ARP everything. Unfortunately, it's stock internals, which is not really that big of a deal. Catch can is a nuke catch can, and it's even carbon fiber, and so is the strut bar. It's also carbon fiber. The hood is carbon fiber. The trunk is carbon fiber. I even have a carbon fiber shift knob. Got some corbos or whatever. Got this carbon fiber valley cover, which is pretty sick. All in all, this car is actually really, really cool. It sounds really good. The car's on a Haltech Elite, or a Haltech Platinum Pro, which I'm not the biggest fan of, and I do have my JDM air freshener in here, so now it's starting to smell like the R35, which is really, really nice. Let's see if this bad boy will start right up. So the car is trying to raise up. It's on air suspension, so this is my first bagged car. So yeah, it's kind of hard to like tell, and the ride height is like questionable. I still don't know if I actually like it all that much. So it's kind of a hit and miss. I'm really heavily debating still what I want to do. See, I don't even think it raised up all the way. There we go. Now it raised up. There you go, the ride height. Like a monster truck. I can set it however I want. But regardless, it's freaking weird. And I can lay it out. So, clearly, turbo is ball bearing. It's got these freaking BC forged wheels on it. It looks freaking spicy. It's got vibrant clamps. I mean, it's got a lot of good stuff on it. It's got a lot of stuff that I would have done to my personal cars. Hello, Sean's car. Separate video. If you guys are interested in the IS300 stuff, there we go. Got that Pulsar on there now, which eventually a Pulsar will go on this car as well. Also, I am now a proud dealer for Pulsar turbo systems, so if you guys are interested in getting yourself a turbo, DM me at the Rabid JZ on Instagram or wherever you guys want to DM me at, and I can get you guys set up with a turbo at great prices, free shipping. Finally, been trying for this for a freaking long time. But back to this car, got a Hypertune intake, which apparently is like $2,800. That's absolutely insane. Car is, I mean, obviously it's a GTR. And no, I did not trade straight across. The guy gave me $9,000 on top. He gave me that spare all-wheel drive gearbox, which is good. Gave me a Haltech Elite. I don't even know where the heck it's at. There it is. Gave me a Haltech Elite 2000, which is for sale if somebody wants it. I will do $1,300 shipped on that thing. So, I mean, it's got a freaking lot. It's got so much stuff. The guys included a bunch of stuff inside the car, too. So I got tons of oil mods, and we got a Hickus Delete. It's got a lot of stuff. It's got a trigger kit, so I can get rid of this cam sensor. I also broke down, ordered ECU Master Black with the plug-and-play harness. So we'll be on EMU very, very soon. And then also, Sean will also be on EMU. And yeah, I want this car to be fully functional, and I'm heavily debating getting rid of the Pandem kit, the wheels, and the bags. Like, I don't know about the bags, man. Like, I'm all about performance and a car being able to function. I don't want this low and slow thing. I don't want this car to be just to take it to the show. I have been heavily debating doing carbon fiber quarters, carbon fiber fronts, and painting the rest of the parts that are not carbon fiber. There is a company that sells a complete carbon fiber kit, and I'm talking like roof skin, doors, mirrors, the whole quarter panels, the bumpers, and everything. It's like $27,000 or whatever. I'm obviously not trying to spend that much money at the moment, but it would be cool to eventually have a complete carbon fiber GTR. And yeah, well, I finally got into a car that I actually wanted for a long time. This is a bucket list car of mine. If I was ever going to get into a Skyline, I was not going to get a GTST. This is, in fact, a GTR. BNR32, the giveaway car from 8080. And it's pretty sick. I mean, all things considered. At the end of the day, if I don't end up doing the carbon fiber stuff, I'm just trying to really figure out what I can do to make everything function right. Because if I steer too much to one way or steer too much to the other way, it rubs. And this just does not seem like a good idea for like high-speed traveling. Like, it looks like just it's going to start parachuting, and I don't know how strong fiberglass is whenever it's got that much like resistance in there. But I mean, I don't freaking know. I'm really heavily debating just selling. I can make like $10,000 off the wheels and the suspension and the Pandem kit, and I'm really thinking about doing it, but I really don't know. This is going to be very hit and miss, and I know some people were like iffy on me doing this. For those of you that did know about it, and some of you guys were like, hell yeah, let's go, we got another JDM car, which this is truly JDM, and it is really sick. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think down below. I want to hear you guys' opinions. Should I do a carbon fiber GTR, or should I just send it on, we'll do the paint, we're gonna paint the car this blue or a little bit darker, and just send it. I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen, right? I mean, if I hate the car, I'll just trade this shell for a different shell. Somebody out there wants to do a Pandem setup on their GTR and they cannot afford it, and I would be 100% willing to get a stock body if I end up hating this. But let me know what you guys think. What should I do with this car in the comments below? Yeah, I don't know. Also, for those of you guys curious as to why I traded, I guess I could I'll make a full separate video on this as well, go into a little bit more detail, but essentially it's just, that is a supercar, and I have reached the limit of what I can afford by trading up. So, long time, I have been thinking about trading into like a Lambo or like an old GT3 or something like that, but I cannot afford to pay for the parts that are not a very common part. The R35, best car I've ever driven in my life. That's probably like my favorite car ever, and it hurt me so much to watch that car leave. But at the end of the day, if the transmission would have broke, or if the engine would have broke, I don't have the tools for one to work on it, because for an engine to be pulled out of that, the car needs to be up on a lift. The engine has to come out the bottom. Transmission is like freaking $18,000 for one that's going to be reliable, and the engine that's like 12 grand for a used one. I can build an RB26 or a 2JZ for way less than the price of a used engine that's not going to handle the same power that I was running on that car. And if I broke a stock engine, surely going to break another stock engine. And like the basic price level of a VR38 at AMS, and that's not including because I have to take the car there and they have to do it because I don't have the tools to do it, which is frustrating. It's like 20 grand for a built short block, and then I gotta freaking pay 30 grand for labor. So it's just not logical for me. The most that I can do for trading up now is maybe I have a full carbon fiber R32 GTR, and I can get myself into like a stock body R34 GTR down the road, because those carbon fiber GTRs are freaking expensive if they're done right. But obviously that's way out on a limb. That's clearly not like that's not logical. Like, there's nobody in their right mind. R34 GTRs are just like unobtainium at this point, but that's just an example. Like, I can trade for other JDM cars because I can afford to maintain old 90s cars. So regardless of whether that JDM car is $1 million, I can afford that JDM car because the engine and the parts for it are widely available everywhere. Like this, like that. And you know, these GTRs, these things are selling for like $60,000 now, but I can easily go anywhere and buy parts. Like, all of this stuff it's extremely affordable. It's just, yeah, if I break an engine, I can just get another block and for under 10 grand easy, and one that's gonna handle over 1,000 wheel. And this one sounds cool. But yes, let me know what you guys think. What should I do with this car? Do I leave it Pandem wide body and just like try to figure out what to do and maybe make some custom wheel wells or whatever? I don't know what I can do. Like, carbon fiber or Pandem? Let me know down below. I want to hear you guys' opinions and thoughts. I know some of you guys are going to be super hyped about this trade. Just remember, I did not do it straight across. I got like $20,000 in extra on top. So, yes, the 9K is allowing me to buy a bunch of stuff. And I sold the stock wheels for the R35 for another $1,000 just to move them. So, I essentially got $10,000 on top of the trade. And, yeah, but let me know what you guys think. And, yeah, I look forward to hearing you guys' opinions. The Pandem wide body R32 GTR is now a part of the fleet. Never thought I was going to get to this point. But, yep. Drop a like and a comment. Later.